Let's see, are we live? We got it. We are live. Thought I'd come on for a little bit, you guys. It is JLJ this morning, August 29th, 2022. I think it was August 29th. I don't even understand why it's that. I don't even understand. Hi, you guys. Let's see who comes on. Let's see what's coming on. It is Monday morning. I just recorded a coffee conversation, very serious conversation with my girl Melissa. We are doing it. I'm setting up the stuff. Let's see who comes on. It's almost 10. So I don't know. You guys may come on. You may come on. I don't know. We'll see if you guys come on or not. I'm starting to feel better because of you. I'm like, in all seriousness, because of you, I'm starting to feel better. I'm continually getting great comments and great feedback from you, the fans, about what I do and what we do here, and how it's important to you and how much you like it, and you're supporting me taking some time off these next couple of weeks to pull it together. I mean, I'm overwhelmed by you guys. It's just it's overwhelming. I'm sitting, like I said, I think I shed some tears again, this morning. I was like, this is like, you guys are just so wonderful. You're showing me, so what you're showing me is the other side. And I'm actually really liking, as I'm going online, I am liking that people are clapping back to the haters. And I think that's finally starting to happen a little bit. I think Anna Simone is working out today. Miss Jessie's hair care products. Thank you, Miko Branch. Get my hair done. I'm gonna take my hair out today and do something with it, I guess. But it's very curly right now. Working it out. Hi, Susan. Good morning. But yeah, we are trying to work it out today. But it is I'm seeing some people actually. I'm seeing some kindness come back into this, and people who have rational thought coming back into this. And so it made me laugh this morning. I actually had a comment that made me laugh. So I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, here we go. I think there are a few folks who tell me they don't follow so many people. They don't see any of it. And I'm like, wow, you're very lucky you don't see any of it. But most of us see all of it. But I'm telling you, there are people who are showing their wonderful sides. I'm like, it's just what I need. It's just what I need, you guys. It's because I really was getting disillusioned, and I told you I was getting attacked, like personally attacked for real in real life. And it was getting more and more dangerous. It was like, I don't have time for all that stuff. But seeing that you guys are surrounding me with love and affection and support, it means more to me than you can say. Because seriously, I was ready to say bye. I was ready to give it all up. I was like, I'm done. I'm out. Have a nice life. I was ready to say that I'm done. But you guys have really surrounded me with love and affection. George is one. Thank you, George. You're one of the people. And Susan and Simone, you guys are all wonderful. Regular. I like seeing your names pop up in my stuff. And I love it. And the folks on YouTube, you guys have been wonderful. It's fun being some great. It's like I said, there's always going to be haters, but it just seems like they're taking over. And I'm like, we have to kind of somehow bring that pendulum swing back a little bit. And I'm starting to see it now. I'm starting to see people just go, okay, you can dislike a character. But even Michelle Valjean, who's been a writer for years, she's posted what the show's goals are. And yes, sometimes shows want you to feel divided about a character or a couple don't. But they never want you to attack their actors with rude and mean and homophobic and transphobic comments. They don't want that. Of course not. I'm asking for that. And somebody still answered her, "Fuck you." I'm like, and I saw their timeline. They're miserable. The Courtney Hope thing. I saw her timeline. The person who's attacking her, she's horrible. Her whole line is just all against Courtney Hope. I'm like, wow, what has Courtney Hope ever done to you? you can not like an actor's acting or like so, and but it's again, your whole life's against them. I mean, how miserable is that? Like, what is? I mean, I always wonder with the psyche of those people because they feel so strongly about their fact they can do this. They have a right to do this. I'm just like, but then what does it do for you? Like, does it turn you on? I'm like, I don't understand what it does for you. It is terrible. Like, I don't get it. And Jean. Oh, hi, Jean. Is it Jean or Jeannie? I'll make sure I say your name correctly. Just remember, James, the trolls are mad at their own lives, heroes. But I was telling somebody about that the other day. How people who are hurt others. That is so true. I want to make sure I say your name correctly. I'm gonna say Jeannie until you tell me otherwise. That's what's so wonderful. That's the thing. It happens. People who are oppressed sometimes oppress others, and they feel like they're bigger than them. And it's just like that. That is right. People, you're right. People come into things. Jeannie. Okay, I got it right. Okay, no, because Jeannie, my grandmother's middle name was spelled like yours, but she went Jean. Her name was Mitzi Jean, and she spelled it like yours. And so I was like, I'll make sure, but I know some fun like Jean Cooper, Jeannie. I would make sure. So Jeannie, I like Jeannie. Okay, thank you. So I agree with you. There are folks who come into these things where they're not happy in their lives. Let's just spread. I get them. Like I feel bad for them. Like I don't know what can we do. I mean, I know folks want attention. Really want attention too. I know they want attention. So they feel that if they're negative, they get attention more. Hi, Shanika. They get attention more. So I'm just like, ugh. It's all just too much. I'm a light flower, just trying to grow in the wind, grow in the sun. Or all my metaphors are all wrong. Apparently, I was looking at my hair, but I really did. I mean, I really did. Again, when it come on, I did it yesterday on daytime today, but even JLJ this morning. Thank you. You are the reason why I continue. Seriously, if I didn't have you guys, I wouldn't be on here. I would have left a long time ago. You're not for me here. I would have left. Because why bother? I mean, people are just crazy, but you guys aren't. I'm crazy, but you are. Yeah, you guys aren't crazy, and you guys have been just so supportive. And for us content creators, it doesn't go unnoticed. Trust me. I have friends who don't have the support that I have from you guys that I have. And so I just want you to know I don't take it for granted. I don't. You all could go, bye James, go somewhere else. And that's it. I was bullied as a kid for being fat. I'm 60 now, still fat. So, okay, girl, Jeannie, I'm 52 years old. I'm fat too, and then fuck that shit, right? That's right. I'm there too. I'm there too, girl. I am there too. I was like, that is, yeah, Jeannie, you like it? You like it? Miss Roberts, you like my hair? It moves too. You can move my hair. I didn't have curly hair, so this is kind of half artificial, but it's fun. But it is my hair. I mean, it's my hair. See, it don't like that. My hair. My sides are shaved, but yes. So Jeannie, the other Jeannie, not Jeannie Roberts, but Jeannie. I did a video once last year titled "I'm Fat." And I talked about just life being a bigger person and what that means and stuff. And now I don't have low self-esteem or anything, but I was just talking about it. People were so upset that I used the word fat on myself. And I'm like, but I am. And I'm using it almost like taking the word back and saying, I know people see, and I know how I feel and how I walk through the world, but I'm okay. And that was kind of what I was trying to kind of say to people, but it was just that word. You should change the title. No, I'm saying however I want to say it, and it's up to you. You can feel what you feel about that, and that's fine. But I'm telling you the use of the word for myself. Hi, Janaea. So I got all these J names in here, like James. I got J names and S names. I got all these names. So I'm like, yeah, it's I'm real. I talk about it like it is, and some people who were responding in the YouTube yesterday were just like, James, we love that you're real. You tell the truth. You tell your stuff. mental illness, mental health, mental well-being, physical well-being. I talk about all of it. I talk about all of it. I am not going to hide that from you guys. You guys have I look at you guys like my family. I'm not going to hide anything from you. I'm not going to put on the airs or tell people super hosty and like shoots in the neck up. No, look, I gained COVID weight. I gained it. I've been big off and on my whole life. I've gone up. I've been super skinny and I've been super fat. I've been both. And I'm where I'm at right now, and nobody's fault. It just that COVID hit. I didn't go out anywhere because it was scary in LA, and all things were happening here. And I ate and sat and ate and sat, and then stuff started out. The secondary spread happened. You were so fan since you were 8. Oh, go on, girl. Lucky us fans since I was on Passions. Oh, we love Passions. Days events too. Also, Jeannie, do you ever go to Day of Days? You ever get out to California, do Day of Day? Well, actually, I don't know if you know if you're in California. If you're in California, sorry for saying that, I don't know, but you go to Day of Days. So while she's answering that, you guys, I just want to thank you. It's funny. Yesterday I came on, 2 days ago I came on and I said, who's gonna buy me lunch? And Candace and Matt sent me cash apps and bought me lunch. And I couldn't believe that. And I was like, and so I said, put your cash apps. That's my cash apps up there right now, and I'm highlighting it. Who's gonna buy me lunch? But no, it was very nice of them. And I bought lunch and I showed them what I got. I got Del Taco, which is my favorite. And then yesterday I got a bunch of super chats yesterday. Thank you so much for everybody who gave me super chats. They were so well. We talked for an hour and a half. That was wonderful. I know everybody's hard-earned money. It's hard out there. This is what I do for a living. This is my job. This is what I do for a living now. So I say any bit you want to give, I always take. I don't take it for granted. It's just that I want to make sure I say thank you to everybody because we're all out there swimming upstream. We are all up there swimming upstream. It's crazy. Many of them I did. You all, but never met you. I live in San Diego. It's an Amtrak. Yeah, I love Amtrak. It's only like 3 hours of train. Sending up here to LA. I used to do Day of Days. I used to do a Edition Day show at AfterBuzz TV. So I did that. So I did. So yeah. So I did. So I've gone to Day of Days. I usually interview the celebrities there. So, but yeah, we never met, Jeannie. We never met. And so I'm trying to get your picture because I know I've interviewed Galen. I've interviewed Eric. I know Eric Martz. I know Galen Gehring. I'm thinking Mackenzie West got her name. I like her. Yes. Anyway, so I mean you guys have just been so wonderful. And I just seriously this is newer territory for me because I was just always on because of AfterBuzz TV and I came on because of my own stuff. And now this is my career. It really is my career. I dropped some other stuff because COVID was just too crazy, too dangerous. It was like people were just dropping like flies. I just couldn't maintain. So now I'm mostly full-time media. That's what I do, almost full-time media. And so now I'm seeing all the stuff that people are saying. I'm like, some of the fans are great. Some of the fans are great. Some of the fans are great. And some of the fans, I was just like, a lot of the fans who are loud I'm finding maybe they are the minority. I thought they're majority. Jean, is that the French Canadian version? Jean Roberts. Like Jean, Miss Roberts, you are very international. I forgot you're in Mozambique. You're very international. You're probably my most international follower. I have others too, a few others, but I think you're my most international follower. You're probably my most international female follower, for sure. You get that title because I'm like, yeah, you are just something else. Jean. So Jan. I don't know French. You know, I'm part French because of my Creole side. I know Spanish, so I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Jan Roberts, Jean? I don't know what is it. It's right. It's write it phonetically for me. Hi Judy, good morning. All these J names. I love all these J names in here. Regardless of what your name is spelled, I got all these J names. A lot of us all got J names. I love it. Um, yeah, though I have to run some errands today, some important errands. For the I have to turn in some paperwork to the county, all kind of stuff, so I can actually continue living and all that kind of stuff. I got things I got to do. They didn't send me my stuff until last minute. They're like, "You have 7 days till our conversation." Literally, as today. How are you gonna do that to somebody? And luckily, I have a ride to get there. Luckily, I have all this. I can do it. But it was like that's a little much. But that's government. That's government for you. They really don't care. I did, and I responded, Susan, and because folks were actually talking shit about Diamond White, and I'm not happy about that at all. And she had to respond. Diamond White had to respond because we were talking shit about her, and it's like, and that's the whole. I mean, oh, I hate people sometimes. Get my nerves. Hello, Michelle Chestnut. I had a decent weekend. Yes, I did. Wasn't fabulous, but it was decent. I worked in my garden for 3 hours yesterday. I went to Big Lots because of you guys out there who support me through either Cash App or Buy Me a Coffee or Patreon or whatever. I was able to take a little bit of money, go to Big Lots, and I found they had 75% off all garden stuff. And there were some things I've always wanted that I was finally able to get. And they were like $5, from like $70. They were like $5, $10. So I got a couple of things. And being in the garden yesterday, it was a beautiful day in Los Angeles. It wasn't super hot. Had like a breeze. It was wonderful. And it's good for dexterity. It's good for all kinds of movement, and for my brain. And I sat on my porch yesterday, talked to my chocolate twin for like an hour, saw my sister. It was a wonderful Sunday, I will say that. Spent time with my parents. It was a wonderful Sunday and everything. Well, it's funny, Simone, I'm not a fan of the character Paris, but once I had her on my show, because I've interviewed Diamond White, I have a new respect for her. She's so young, you guys. She's like 23, 24. And she's bipolar and she's figuring it out. Meanwhile, trying to have a career as a singer. She's a wonderful singer. I don't mind her as an actress. I don't care for the character. That's fine. But now that I've met Diamond, I love her. I want her protected. And the fans were just so mean to her about her appearance on State of Mind. I was like, she's telling her truth. She's talking about her truth. She's trying to be vulnerable and tell her truth, and people shit on her. It's crazy. Hi, Albert. It's just crazy. And maybe because I'm black, I always want to protect black women. I just do. It's ingrained in me. When you start attacking a young black female, I can't stand for that. I don't like any female being attacked, but I just like, for me especially, I don't like I like them being attacked. I can't. It's hard for me to sit and watch that because I imagine them being my daughter or my niece or something. I just think it's so rude. That should be a good one too, George. I'm hoping it's a good one. Albert's good. Exactly, Simone. And that's fine. Exactly. It's exactly. It doesn't. Oh, JonBenet Ramsey. Okay, Jean Roberts. Listen, James, you let us. That makes somebody blush. Shit. Simone, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. See, but Ruth King, you see, they were attacking her. They were attacking her, and I'm like, oh my god. So Diamond had to make a statement, and I'm just like, I don't like it. I don't like that. There's certain lines I'm like, I don't stand for them, and I support her because I know Diamond. I supported her openly. It was an important conversation. I was the one who led Diamond to Maurice. When she came on my show, I was like, Maurice, you got to have her. You have to have her. And so I don't know who did the connection, but I did I sent him a message and I was like, no, you need to have her on your show. So I'm so glad it did happen, however it happened. But it's like, well, she said, Susan, her medications. She was given a wrong dosage of medication, and it was happening during the interview. So, and that's actually, so you should feel uncomfortable because that's the whole point. Because she's trying to get through this whole thing. Yeah, people are exactly. And so And so Susan, you had a right to feel it was difficult to watch a little bit because that's what was going on. She made her, she goes, that's it. She was on raw medications, they given to her, and they have to figure it out. And that's what even Maurice Bernard talks about, that had to get to figure out which medications to use. Every single person is different who has bipolar disorder, bipolar 1 or 2. It's all different. So that's the thing. And so she was figuring it out. So exactly. And that's the thing. We you wouldn't understand it unless you had somebody or yourself was going through it. I know still Albert is still out there, but in the weirdest ways, you attack a person they're saying she was drunk. I'm like, no, she's suffering. Right, she's suffering. She's trying to figure this out. Well, Simone, NBC fans are any different. They're all angry too. Star Wars fans getting mad at John Boyega because he said he ain't come back because of the racism. Well, I don't blame him. What the fans did to him, he was like, screw this noise. I don't blame him. He thought he was joining a great franchise and whatever. And the She-Hulk fans getting mad at us because we don't have a female co-host. I tried finding one. It didn't work out that way. And then secondly, the show's too woke. No, it's not too woke. It's a female-led show. They talk about female issues. To me, it's very honest. It's just like, people are just like, all these fandoms are just fucking crazy. But yeah, Courtney clapped back, Diamond clapped back. It's a shame that they did, but they had to. They have to. And once I threatened to leave, everyone has come to my side, which I'm, again, very grateful, because I was ready to leave everything. I was like, fuck it. Fuck the soaps. Fuck all this. I don't need it anymore. I canceled 4 shows already people were upset about. I was ready to cancel the others. I was ready to go. And I talked to my co-hosts and everything, and I was just like, I'm going to stay. But I'm figuring it out. We're taking 2 weeks off. So if you want to know stuff, watch Albert, watch DC, watch 10th Floor GH, listen to Port Charles Update, listen to Pier 54. There's a bunch of podcasts out there that are doing it. And so I'm like, listen to them, watch them, listen to them while we're off, get some other opinions, give them some numbers. Albert's under his name, so you just follow him there. He's in the chat. Well, thank you, Albert. I really appreciate that. I work very hard on my interviews. I try to come from a fan perspective, like, what would you want to know? And I try to get in there. Plus, I've known Eric for 7 years, and he makes you heighten your game. Like, you can't just come at him with some stupid shit. You can't. It's Eric Braden. You can't. So it makes me actually make sure I do my research, find the right questions, because Eric is very open. Eric is very open. He'll talk about anything. So once you actually know that, it makes your interview a little harder sometimes, because you're like, what do I want to ask him? We only have an hour. I can't ask. I want to ask him 20 different things. You got to figure out. And also, the meat is in the it's in the answers. He'll say stuff, and you're like, oh my goodness, they're like, oh my goodness, So Jeannie, I want to tell you a quick little story, because you haven't been on my lives before. So I agree with you. Usually, you should be able to block. You should block them, not engage. Well, here's what happened to me. It happens to other people sometimes. Some folks will create a new account and continue to harass me. They do to everybody. And so you block them, they get another account. You block them, they get another account. And they do other stuff, and they just continue. And you're like, oh my God. So yes. Oh, you're an Albert fan. Oh, yeah, good. Okay, good. Albert, you got somebody? Yes. Oh, thank you, Albert. I appreciate it. Everybody says they like this interview a lot. Like I said, he's gonna ask you anything. Coming up. Everyone's so excited. We'll see what Robert says. We'll see what Robert says. It's gonna be, because Alan will ask good questions. I love Alan. Alan's my buddies. I'm very, because I was gonna go for Robert Newman. I just hadn't yet. And so I am very curious to see what Alan asked him first. I'm curious. But I might try to get Robert after that and do an interview myself. But first of all, I'm gonna see what Alan does. I want to see what he does and see what gets out of Robert. I'm very curious to see what he says. Because Eric Brayton let some stuff out on my show. Oh, so you've been watching? Oh, you've been watching Edition Days. Oh, Gina, you're an old. You're an old. Oh, yeah, okay. You're going. So yes. Okay. But what interview really accept me? Except what am I missing? And hi, Candace Mack. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Good afternoon, all. Yes, Susan totally agree. So with Susan, she is suffering. Yes, she's suffering. Yes. I would love Rook. I would love to. Oh my god, I have Robert and Kim together. I don't even know how it. I have to look around. The person who would have Alan has because he's used to work on Guiding Light, so he has that. I don't have that. I could try one day. Who knows? You know, I was like, we'll see. We'll see. Yes, but Diamond is a wonderful young lady who is trying to figure it out and who is trying to, make things happen and trying to get her health in order. And people attack her from all sides. And she knows why. I mean, she gets it. She gets it. But again, I just want to protect her and be like, just like hold her and say, okay, fuck all these people and just, do what you gotta do. It's people just losing their shit. They are losing their shit. They are. It's out of line, and it's too much. It's all too much. It really is. But yes, I have all kind of interviews that I want to do. It all depends on their availability. It all depends on if they want to talk. Some folks are saying no because they don't. The fans are crazy. They don't want to talk. There are some people. I'm not gonna name names, but there are some folks out there who want to do an interview. We can't have nice things. I always say it all the time. Yeah, Michelle. I mentioned Michelle Valjean's feet earlier, Candace. I did. I mentioned it. But there's some actors I know who want to come on my shows, but they're not doing interviews right now because it's too crazy. Right? Nope. And not even just soap actors. I have some friends on other shows who are like, nope, James, the fan base is too much. If I say anything, they'll come after me. And I'm just like, dang, you can't even like do a show. I want you to be able to talk about the show and your character. Nope. They're like, nope. You're like, never mind. And that's hurting us. That's my job. My job is to interview people and have them on the shows. And because of crazed fans, I'm getting no's. It really is happening. So when someone goes, why does so-and-so do it? I'm like, look around. They don't do interviews. There's someone, Roger Howarth, he does no videos. Michael Easton does no interviews. They don't do any interviews. You don't see that. Not just me. Nobody else. They're not doing interviews with anybody. Not even Michael Fairman. Not even Alan Locker. They may do a soap opera digest piece. But with that, they don't do very much. They don't. And I know some of these people. I actually know them, and they would be great interviews for you. You guys would love it, and they would have a good time with me. And they know they're safe with me. They know all actors know they're safe with me on my shows. We talk about it, but they won't do it. Like, nope, that's okay. That's why many of them left. A lot of them left Twitter and left Instagram. They limit their comments. The thing is, the actors want to interact with fans. They want to. They like it. They want to interact with you guys. So everybody was like this in the chat room. If you guys were all like this to them on a regular basis, they would do more of this kind of stuff. That's why I say the actors who do stuff like Maurice Bernard, Marcus Coloma does Instagrams lives all the time. And I'm shocked because there are a lot of folks who don't like his acting. They don't like, I have a problem with him. But other folks don't like his acting, blah, blah, blah. But he's like, I don't care. I'm coming on. I'm doing my thing. There are fans who do like me. So I was like, good for him. I'm glad he's doing it. Good for him. I was like, you always got to do it in spite of people. But there are a lot of actors who do not do press, who do not do anything because of crazed fans. And that's just like, well, how are we going to build a community together if we all can't like interact? Because wouldn't it be wonderful? You get to hear from your favorite actors. I talk about the process, talk about what's going on in the shows, how they get there, maybe some of their personal likes and dislikes, whatever. Like, then that's fun. It'd be fun. I'm always down for that. But I always say we can't have nice things. Like, nope, 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 nope. Because people are crazy. They are. And I just sit there and I go, oh my God. I just have to rub my hands in my head and just go, I can't believe this. You know, there are some folks who just don't. I mean, like literally, they just don't do interviews. They may do one once every year with someone they really, really, really like in a controlled substance. Because you don't see Kirsten Storms doing interviews or Kelly Monaco. She did my Emmy one, and you know, my Emmy one with Kelly Monaco was the bomb. I love Kelly Monaco. Now after that interview, I was sold. She was real. I was, and I was her last interview that day. She goes, "I'm James, my last interview. That's it." She told her handler, and it came to me. She's like, "Hi." I'm like, "Girl, how you doing?" And she just like broke it all down. And I was just like, and that interview is very popular for us on this channel. I was like, "You go on, Kelly Michael, tell like it is. Just tell like it's about her character. It's about losing her stuff in the house." I mean, it was just like she made me become a fan of hers again. In terms of what's happening online and on the show, it's not up to her. But she did admit there were times she was like, I was lazy in my performance. I wasn't that good. She totally admitted it. She's like, yeah, I'm that good. And I was like, I love you now. I love you because I know she shook. Oh my God, I would love to have Rob, me and Frank. But I don't think she does any of that stuff. She really doesn't. I think if people were nicer, she probably would do that. You know what I mean? I don't think she does that. I think Kelly Monaco, me and Frank together on a show. Oh my God, we'd have a good old time. Oh, we'd be hilarious. But I don't think she does. I think she will. I'll ask. You know, heard that closed mouth don't get fed, right? So I'll ask. But I'm telling you, I don't think she does. You know, I don't think she does the kind of stuff. So it's like that's what's so hard. And now these fan events, somebody's supposed to be like, you get attacked at fan events. Laura Wright has a convention. She has her own convention. Of course she does. No, I don't. I don't talk about Daisy Flower. And good morning, Daisy Flower. And to answer your question, I was in my garden yesterday. I had a great time yesterday in my garden. But no, I didn't hear anything about the Laura Wright convention. She's that popular. It's like this would be kind of a fun idea. She has the City and Loving, Guiding Light, General House, all the stuff surrounding all the shows she was on. Her Emmy. That would be kind of funny. I like to do a James Lott Jr. convention, a JLJ con, Lock con. That thing sounds like some kind of spray. I don't know if that sounds good. So you have to, yes, the internet is toxic, girl. It's a crazy world we live in. I understand why they don't want to do anything. When you confront the answers, they just don't care. They just don't care what they're doing. We're not all GT. Yeah, that's the thing. So you guys, like I said, you guys are here today, and usually you guys are nice. We have a good time. We talk, whatever. You guys usually don't go crazy on each other. Every once in a while, a crazy person comes in, but you guys are fine. And then all of a sudden, you get the weirdos that are super crazy that scare everybody else off. Thank you, Root King. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. But yeah, I mean, there's folks that they want to do it. Seriously, they want the shows. They just won't do it. And that's just the ins and outs of that. And also sometimes they're just busy working. They're doing their jobs. But trust me, I'm going to, as we're revamping the soap block and all kind of stuff, and we're going to plan to get more GH interviews because I know that's the one area where we've been lacking. We've been doing Bold and Beautiful Y&R. I got some great interviews the last couple of years. I actually have sat down with all the greats it's about. But GH it's been a little harder. I have to work on that PR. I'm part of Disney ABC's PR. I'm on their radar. And somebody asked me a question. It is, I want to bring more people to you guys. I want Lydia Look On, who plays Selena Wu. We have like a love affair online. I want her on the show. There are a lot of folks I like to interview on the show, and I'm not getting any access to them. So except for the Emmys, I get access to all of them, which I'm very happy. I would love to do a Sabrina thing on my show, or all the young people on my show. I'm friends with Eden. I don't get her on. There are people, but I don't have the access like I used to. I'm friends with Fido Xavier, the producer. I'm friends with many actors on the show. I was Frank Valentini knows who I am. We used to do stuff with him. It's just the PR people are just not getting back to me, and that's another thing too. I sometimes, trust me, I do work very hard, very, very, very hard, just to produce a show for you guys, and we all do. And Alan does, Tony does, all of us. We all work very hard to produce a show with you. When it comes to having, guest on interviews, access to behind the stage stuff. You're the audience. You are the audience. I always say, well, see, CBS knows this about me. They know that I'm their direct line to their people. So to have people on my show, they know it's good. So Wide and Bold, we're good. They give me guests all the time, and they include me and stuff because they know that I have you right here. So we gotta get GH to know this. GH used to really know this, that James Lott Jr., GH, we're the direct line. We have a huge audience that's right here. You guys are right here. You just talk right to them. And the actors know it. Oh, they definitely know it. But we gotta get them back. We gotta get the GH Power GH to kind of go, this is what James is the place to come to, and let me interview these people. Because on the Emmys, it was perfect. They all were like JLJ Media, JLJ Media. I interviewed all the winners from JLJ from GH. I got access before and after they. There was no issue at the larger piece. There was no issue. So I know it's not me. I know it's not me or anything. I don't think it's anything personal. It just I'm like it's just I don't know. Yes. So PRG is 50-50. Yes. Take care, Albert. You have a good day. You stay safe also, Mr. Black Man. Be careful out there. Yeah, I can't. I guess. All I know is I saw that my buddy, the power journalist, got an interview with Lydia Lug. I'm like, no, you guys are. No, you guys are. No, I have an audience. 7 years, I have built an audience from scratch that literally is right here for them. And every JH actor who's come on my show over the last 7 years has loved it. Some came back 3 or 4 times. When I saw Donnell Turner at the Emmys, we hadn't talked like 3 or 4 years. He gave me a huge thanks, like, James, you were the first person to bring me on shows. I was the first. I brought him on GH Reporter after SCV. I did an interview with him by himself on Breaking Into. I was the first person. And he's like, yeah, you're one. And Brittany Sarpy, when she was on GH, she was like, when I for why she goes, of course, James, I'll do a show with you. You were my first interview back in 2015. I'm like, I reach out to I see people and I see their value and I try to reach out to them and give them shine and give them access to you guys, because for the majority of part, you guys are really respectful and fun, and it's great. So I mean, I've really never had a problem. No, I haven't. I've never had a problem with a live with someone going off on a guest. Nobody. I've never had a problem. Most of GH fans have been very respectful and just come on and talk to them. We do. I guess, right? Or just a tweet at them, I guess. Well, okay, so Victoria Rowell. So I talked to her at the Emmys in 2018. She was promoting The Rich and the Ruthless, and she and I have the same birthday. And that's how I got her over. I go, our birthday is May 10th. And she came over. She was after Bus TV for a while, did some stuff. I love her. She carries herself she's very regal and carries herself. And I am working on an interview with her. I'm working on having her on the show. I am working on so fan mail. I am working on that. Thank you, Shelly. I really love that. We talk about it all. We give our opinions. We just do. And my opinion, trust me, my opinions can change at any time. I'm not absolute. I give my opinion, let it go as I feel at the time. I am not absolute. Life does go on. Opinions have changed, at a moment's notice. Oh, windy season in Mozambique. Where what's up, girl? Oh, I know. Shanika, right? Victoria's the bomb. Victoria's a legend. And she talk about activism. Talk about having vitriol thrown at her, having all kind of stuff thrown at her, and her standing tall. I will always respect her for that. Always. And like I said, we have the same birthday, so we're very similar that way. You can throw shit at us, just throw it at us. Keep it coming. We will hold on as long as we can to it. We'll hold on to it. But she's somebody, yeah, she's another dream one-on-one interview. Because I talked to her in 2018, was up here with us. I did years ago. Victoria and I won the Emmys, at the Emmys. It's not out now. I gotta find it because AfterBuzz TV took care of got rid of some stuff when they closed. So when I find that, I posted a picture of me and Victoria online. I'll find it again. I know I have the picture somewhere, so I will repost that again, and you guys can see my picture. I'll do it on Instagram, and I'll post my picture of me and Victoria together. I know yeah, she's completely a legend that is underrated. Like, tell you more, found open arms. You guys understand? I know everybody. I'm called the most famous, unfamous person in Hollywood. I've been around 15 years in this business. I have met a lot of people, trust me, behind the scenes, in front of the camera, everything. I've been around for a long time. I know some people. I don't always publicize it or talk about it, but I do know a lot of people. I do. So very interesting. To my knowledge, I gotta make sure I say this carefully. To my knowledge, they are okay. Because I'm close friends with Michelle Stafford. And both of them have told me off camera that the last I had talked, this is a while because they've come for a long time. But the last time I talked to each of them, they're okay. Yes. I know some folks are still mad at Michelle, some folks are mad at Victoria. I mean, it's a whole big thing. But the main thing was Victoria versus Sony versus the Bell family. That's what it was. Her beef was representation behind the camera and on the show. That's what her main thing was. She was fighting for that. Exactly, films. That's exactly what she was trying to get at. It's hard to do that against a big corporation. It takes lots of stamina to do that. So I'm just saying, so that's kind of what her stuff was. Some people were named in things, and that's a whole other story. But yeah, to my knowledge, that's what I'm saying. To my knowledge, if I remember, they're fine. So I think they both have moved on from it. I don't think they're holding anything in. Exactly. I mean, they're both strong women who have opinions and things, and all kinds of stuff happens. All kinds of stuff happens. And for me, both women have been great to me. So they're both great to me, and they both don't have a problem with me talking to the other. I've asked them both each have no problem. Then I'm good. For me, I'm good. I'd love to have them together. I would love to get them together. I don't know if I can make that happen, but I'd love to have them together on the show. That would be epic. If I got Victoria and Michelle on a show together, that would be epic. Well, that'll happen, but you never know, right? You just never know. Never say never, folks. I've got people together in other ways, so you just never know. You can all have dreams. let's Moonves. Hi, I'm Julie Chen Moonves. I'm like, okay, bitch. Your husband was horrible, and you're like, I'm gonna stand by. She's gonna stand by her husband. I was like, I'm gonna lose my job on the talk. I'm gonna do Big Brother. It'd be horrible. And I said what I said about her. I'm like, I'm done with Julie Chen. I don't care for her anymore. She can go. She can totally go. I have no love lost between me and Julie Chen. I was like, ugh. But sorry, Les. Moonves. Mm-hmm. I know. Tylee Williams, another one who's underrated. She was Emmy nominated many times. And Front Burner Storyline. And not mentioned. But you all know why she's not mentioned. I don't even say it. You all know why. You say it. Well, kids, I have to go run an errand to the county, take care of turn in some paperwork for my business. I gotta do that. And try to get some lunch somewhere. That's my two things right now, because I have shows in the afternoon to direct and record. It is Monday. But you guys, thank you for again, back to the original premise of this show, was to say thank you to all of you. Everybody in the chat room, thank you for supporting me, the kind words. It keeps me here. I was ready to go. I was ready to say that's it. But it keeps me here, keeps me fighting. I'm figuring it all out. And so I just it's yeah. So I'm figuring it out. So thank you for all of that. Oh, my shorts. I know my shorts. I know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna have for lunch today, and then figure out. I'm probably gonna film it. Like I've been doing. Everything's content, everybody. Everything's content. Everything's content. Yeah, well, so far 20 people watching, 14 likes. Like. Thank you, Rook. Thank you, Janaea, Shelly, Fan Mail Films, Brown, A21, Judy, George. Candace Mack, Candy, someone always says Candy Poo. I wish I forget anybody. I said Judy, right? I said Judy. Shanika, I won't forget Shanika. Jean, and Jeannie. Okay. So we're gonna work it out. But thank you everybody so much for your love and support, and I will talk to you soon.